Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. I normally don't make a video on Sunday, but there was some things I wanted to talk about. First, I want to let you know that I am working on the current issue of MMT Trader, which will be out tomorrow afternoon. This is going to be the biggest issue so far, 17 pages. Okay, so there's going to be some new stuff in there. Make sure if you do not have your 30-day free trial, that you sign up for it. You get it for 30 days, no obligation, and you can also access all of the back issues. Just go to www.pitbulleconomics.com and click on the tab that says products. And I am still offering my 3-course bundle. That is the Forex course, 25 hours of intensive Forex trading instruction along with MMT and mental game training, my Understanding the Daily Treasury Statement course, and the MMT Value Stock Selection course. All of those combined for $295. Normally that would be $450 if you bought them separately, and really a lot more because when I taught those, it would have added up into the thousands. Okay, so $295. I want to talk. Now, a lot of you have been sending me emails, very, very appreciative of the mental game training that I've been giving you. And you're starting to see, it's really starting to open up your eyes as to the importance of the proper mental frame of mind when you trade. And you're really starting to see that the strategy, the methodology, while I consider mine to be the best with the MMT understanding and the information that I look at in terms of government spending flows, it really doesn't matter. I've said this in the past that you could literally have inside information, but if you don't have the proper mental game, you're not going to make money. You're going to end up losing money. And by the same token, myself, I could make money throwing darts at a dartboard because I have the right mental game. It took me a long time to understand that, and it took me a even longer time to develop the proper mental game, but I have it now. I know what it is, and I teach people how to develop that and how to maintain that. All right. Sometimes I get emails or comments from people. Maybe they're in a position that is not working out for them right now, and they say things like, "I hope it's going to go back." We don't trade on hope. We trade on faith and trust. There's a total difference. Hope is a beggar. Hope is when you beg. We never beg the market for anything. The market comes to us. We never beg. We trade and we invest on faith. Faith, and I'm not talking about some spiritual faith in a God or a higher being. I'm talking about the faith in ourselves, number one, and the faith in our approach. And that encompasses the proper understanding of the monetary system, what we look at, what we understand, which is what pretty much nobody else understands. Okay, we have seen and I have shown you, and many of you have come to see the massive amount, the monumental amount of ignorance out there. And it comes really goes all the way up to the highest levels of Wall Street, the highest levels of economics. We don't trade on hope. We do not trade on invest. We do not trade on hope. We do not invest on hope. I've spoken to you in the past about the importance of language. The words you choose are very important. They send signals and messages to your brain, to your subconscious. When you say things like, "I hope it comes back to the level where I am in," that indicates almost a feeling of desperation, that it is out of your hands, that something supernatural is going to cause it to come back so that you can break even at worst case or make a profit best case. That's not how it works. We control the outcome. I control the outcome of all of my trades. You, if you have the proper mental game, control the outcome of all of your trades. Not the market. The market does not control the outcome of your trades. I make money every single time, and the proof is in the fact that it's all out there. On the MMT Trader, every single closed out position that we have put on since what? I started writing this thing back in March. Every single position, every single trade has been a profit. And the ones that are not open and not profitable now, they will be a profit too. They will be profitable as well. I do not care what the market does. I have no interest, and whatever it does, it has zero effect on me. Zero effect on me. The only thing I care about is what I do, my behavior, okay? Now, I've also told you in the past to embrace those difficult periods. Embrace those difficult periods. When we seek out adversity, when we seek out hardship, when we seek out difficulty, then that becomes less and less hard for us. Okay, I told you, even as an exercise, put on a trade that you have that you've done no analysis for. Put yourself in a position to experience some rough times right now in terms of the market. You have the skills. If you've been following my stuff, you have the skills to work out of that with a profit. We do not lose. We do not lose because we have the mental game. It is not up to the market. The market is nothing. It's just numbers flashing up and down. It is literally nothing. Okay? It is our behavior which dictates our outcome. I am not fearful of any trade. Sometimes people say, well, Mike, you got in too soon. Okay, you shorted the market too soon. I don't care. When you say something like that, you got in too soon, whether it's on the short side or the long side, implicitly that means you know the future. That by telling me I got in too soon, you know the exact moment when is the right moment. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. We go in by using our analysis and our observation and the understanding of market composition and the understanding of MMT and what other people are doing. But even with all of that information that we kind of pool together to give myself anyway, a very precise entry point usually. It's not always going to be the exact time, but I don't care, and I do not want you to care either. That stuff is irrelevant. That is irrelevant. I don't want you to be afraid or hesitant of making a mistake to the point where you don't go in. That's worse. I want you to be fearless. I want you to go in, close your eyes and go in and just put a trade on because you have the skills and the knowledge and the understanding to work out of it worst case. We do not lose. This is not about, I hope you see now the difference between what I do and people sitting there drawing lines on a chart, looking at moving averages, okay? Jumping this way or that way when a number is released. It is that is like so primitive and so ridiculous and so meaningless and not an approach whatsoever. I could do that and make money because I have the mental game. But they're spending all this time on this stupid, ridiculous, inconsequential stuff when the secret to making money is right here. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Nothing to do with any of that stuff. You got to be fearless. You got to convince yourself that every single trade you get into is going to be a profit. Not because you're dreaming pie in the sky, because it's true. You can make that happen. You can make that happen. All right? And nobody else knows more than you. I don't even care about people who have inside information. All the idiots who I've exposed over time, including the big shot, idiots like the hedge fund guys who think they're so smart. We have seen that they know nothing. They're so backward. Yeah, okay, They got more money than us. Fine. For some people, it's not all about being a billionaire, all right? I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I don't manage other people's money. That's my choice. None of those people know more than me. None of those people are more skilled than I am. None of them are. I see what they do. We see what they do. And none of them have more over you as well. You know more than them. You're more skilled than them. You're more in control than them. You are more adept at this game than them. And if you're not, then put yourself in that position. Learn the stuff. Control yourself. Learn the mental game. Understand that 100% it is in your hands. It has nothing to do with the market. Nothing to do with the market. And be fearless. Be fearless. And embrace those times where the market is challenging you. Because you have the outcome in your hand. Not the market, not the Fed, not anybody. You do. And every single time, you can have a profit. Every single time. Now, what do you give up in the meantime? Yeah, there are things you have to sacrifice. And what I've learned is I cannot go in there anymore as a plunger, plunking everything down and hoping to win the lottery, so to speak, on a trade. That is not an approach. That is gambling. So if that's your mentality, that you're going to be a Forex trader or a futures trader or a stock trader, and next week you're just going to shoot the works and that's going to make you rich and give you the ability to retire next week, forget it, baby. Go to Vegas. But if you want to do this successfully and to accumulate wealth over time and to be right every single time, then you have to give up that fantasy. You have to stop gambling and you have to approach this in a rational, systematic, controlled way, the way that I teach. Anyway, those were some of my thoughts for today. I wanted to put that out there. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.